everyone, this is very weird filming. I have not filmed in, I don't know, maybe a month or so now. As you guys know, I've been kind of MIA for a while. I will do like a little bit of an update in a little while when I feel like I can talk about it in like an honorable and respectful way to parties that are involved. But yeah, so I have been gone, I'm back, I'm super excited to be filming again. It's something I love to do, so obviously I just need to like dive into it and be submerged in my whole YouTube life because you guys know that I love doing my videos, so it's been really hard for me not filming, but mentally, emotionally, I have not been there. So I'm back. I'm going to show you, this is going to be part one. It's going to be my best of beauty for 2014. I think I have pretty much everything here. I go through products so often and use stuff up, and sometimes I don't repurchase just because I have other things I need to use. But I think I have a pretty good mix here of products that I've really liked this year. And if I don't have it, but I've remembered it was something I really, really loved, then I'll just mention it, and but I won't have it physically here. And yeah, so let's start. This is just going to be face products. So I'm gonna start with primers. So one primer that I absolutely loved this summer is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer. This primer is so amazing. If you have oily skin or combo skin, you will love this. It's definitely a primer you do not need to put all over your face. You just put it in the areas that you get oily. So I just put this in my T-zone and it will keep you so matte all day long. Instantly mattifies, even if you don't put on any foundation or anything and you just wanna have kind of mattify that look if you're going swimming or whatever. Well, I don't know if you're going swimming, it might wash off, but if you're gonna be out and you don't wanna wear any foundation or anything, you could still just pop this in your T-zone and it will instantly mattify, fills in your pores. I just love it. Definitely don't put this all over your face though, because I think if you put it in areas that aren't oily, it will kind of accentuate any dryness or anything like that. But for oily skin, this is a great primer. That I do not have here is the Lancome Le Base Pro. I love that primer so much. It was in my favorites last year when I did my last year's favorites, but I think I just used a ton of samples and I had bought the full size, but I hadn't used much of it, but I loved it. I mean, this year I finished it up. I love it. It's very luxurious feeling, kind of a silicone-y feeling, but not as much as like the Smashbox primers. But it just filled in my pores, made my skin feel so, so soft and beautiful. I love it. I definitely want to repurchase it, but I need to use up some other primers first. And then this was more of like kind of towards the tail end of the year. The Dr. DD Cream, 15 benefits in one. I love this stuff. It acts as a great primer. It kind of evens out my skin tone, mattifies, but doesn't make it so matte that it doesn't look hydrated. Evens out my skin tone. What else is it supposed to do? Minimizes pores, well, it reduces the look of pores, and it's supposed to brighten, enhance vibrancy, refines, nourishes, even skin tone, defends, hydrates, does all sorts of stuff. But I really love this. You can get it at Sephora, and I just have really enjoyed using this, and it was a standout product for me this year. Now if we get into kind of foundation products, the first I'm gonna mention will be no surprise to you guys, Urban Decay Naked Skin. This has been by far my holy grail foundation. Absolutely love it. I have gone through 2 of these already, shade 4 and shade 5. This is shade 3. I also have another of shade 4. I just can't get enough of this. This is my go-to foundation. If I don't know what foundation to use, I don't know what to wear, I just don't feel like thinking outside the box, I get out my Urban Decay Naked Skin. It looks flawless every time, applies beautifully, lets your skin shine through, covers, has amazing coverage, and never looks cakey. So I love the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Holy Grail foundation, definitely my most used as I've already gone through 2 full things. Foundation that I really like is the Smashbox Studio Skin. Okay, I do have a first impressions. It's super old. It was when I was in my own makeup room. It doesn't have an ending. So that's the reason I haven't put it up, is just because it's like not a complete video. But if instead of doing a first impressions, if you just want to see a foundation routine using this, let me know and I will just delete that other one because I don't think there's any point in me putting it up, and I'll just do a foundation routine using this. It doesn't look like I've used very much, but you don't need a ton of product, and I had went and got quite a few samples of this prior to actually buying it because I wanted to see what shade I was going to be. This is in shade 2.2. It's a really good shade when I'm like have my self-tanner going on. I'm sort of semi self-tanned here. But yeah, 2.2 is the shade, and I love this foundation. It doesn't transfer on clothes. It doesn't like smudge and wear off. It just is such a beautiful skin-like finish, gives pretty good coverage, lasts all day. It's supposed to be water and sweat resistant. So I really love the Smashbox Studio Skin. So if you want to see a foundation routine using this, just comment below and I will do that instead. Another foundation that I really loved this summer was the Becca Matte Skin Shine Proof Foundation. I wore this when I went to BeautyCon. It's just the most beautiful, like, matte face, but not matte to where you look flat. It just evened out my skin tone, made my skin look flawless, and super easy to apply for a matte foundation, and you don't need like a mattifying primer on top of that. It does keep you very, very matte. You want to make sure you shake it up though so that you can get the like mattifying and the foundation all mixed well together. But absolutely love this. I'm in the shade Noisette or Nosette, but really love that. That's definitely more of my summer shade as well. Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I have shade 30 and shade 40. Another really great mattifying foundation. It looks beautiful on the skin. It's full coverage. Keeps you matte all day. Again, make sure you shake it up because otherwise you will just get a bunch of the mattifying liquid and then your foundation won't work well every time. But really, really love this foundation, and I love applying this one as well as this one with my beauty blender. A newer foundation, which I don't know if it's like kind of a cheap foundation. I've had it for probably 2 months or so. I'm wearing it today. Beautiful, beautiful, kind of light medium coverage, lets your skin shine through, really just makes your skin look beautiful. I find that it kind of conceals, like sometimes I get little bumps, like I have some right here. I feel like it kind of blurs those a little bit, where like my naked skin, I love it, but I mean, it evens up my skin tone, but you can still see the rough texture. But I find that using this combined with this is the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl and the Guerlain Lingerie Depot Foundation. When you use those in combination with each other, it just kind of like blurs the imperfections and the rough textures on your face. So I really, really like that. Again, I'm wearing that today and I just think it's super beautiful. And then another product that I loved this summer was the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint. I have the shade Linen, and then the other one I have is Nude, I think. So love these. They are pretty good coverage. They're perfect for the summertime. They do have a luminous one as well. So if maybe I don't want like a full coverage foundation, I can mix this with the luminous one and get kind of like a satiny look. Very, very matte. Wears all day, is perfect for the spring, summer, anytime you're outside, and it does have SPF 15 in it. Some concealers that really stood out to me, obviously the MAC Pro Longwear. I think this is probably everyone's favorite. This is an NW20. I finished up an NC15 this summer, earlier on in the year. So this is my second one. Absolutely love it. The pump is horrible because it dispenses too much product, but it's such a great full coverage, lightweight, crease proof, sweat proof concealer. It's perfect for under the eyes. I absolutely adore this concealer. I will continue to buy it. And then of course the NYX HD concealer. I have gone through so many of those. I don't know where mine are currently, but those are always a repurchase. I love those. And then a newer one is the NARS Creamy Concealer. I have custard and I have vanilla. I switch between the two depending if I have self-tanner on or not. Really nice creamy concealer. I don't find it creases. It's quite a bit thicker feeling than the Pro Longwear. So I find that I prefer the Pro Longwear because it doesn't settle into fine lines as much, where this is a little bit thicker and creamier. So sometimes it will crease just a tiny bit or settle a little bit, but both of them are really great. If you had to choose one or the other, I'd definitely choose the MAC, but I have been loving this year as well. And the only concealer that I use for any spot concealing is the Benefit Boing Concealer. This came in some little set, so it has shade 1 and shade 2. Just depending on how tan I am, I'll use shade 1 or shade 2. I only use these for blemishes. Works really, really well at covering it up. It's a little bit more of a stickier, thick kind of concealer, so it does a great job of like adhering to whatever it is you're trying to cover. So really like that. Then of course, to set everything, my MAC Prep and Prime, I use this to set my under eye concealer. It works 100% of the time. My all-time favorite, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna force myself to use some of my other powders before I repurchase this, but this is my holy grail. I'll continue to repurchase it. I have the pressed form as well, but I prefer the loose form. I just feel like the formula just goes on better, where the pressed seems to, I don't know. It's a little bit stiffer obviously because it's pressed, but I don't feel like it lays as nicely on my under eye area. So definitely prefer the loose version. And then for a all over setting powder, the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, powder foundation, amazing. It has amazing coverage. If you don't like to wear liquid foundation, it'd be a great powder foundation. I just take it with like a big fluffy brush and just kind of set. It keeps you matte all day. It's beautiful coverage, absolutely love it. It's in my purse, but I've already hit major pan on it. So that is like my holy grail setting powder for sure. And then I wanted to just kind of show you some brushes or tools that I absolutely have been loving and have been staple for my face. So for foundation, you guys all know I love my Beauty Blender. I also have, if I can find it, I don't know where, oh, here we go. This is the Real Techniques one, which I love as well, and this is the Beauty Blender. I find they're very, very comparable. The shape is obviously a little bit different. This one's kind of cut off here. Both work very great. This is like, I don't know, $5 or $6. I got mine from Le Cosmetique, and then the Beauty Blender you can get Sephora or anywhere. So both of these are great for foundation. They're my preferred method of applying foundation. But I have been getting into my Sigma kabuki brushes again. This is the flat top kabuki F80. I like the angled one. I like the round one. I've been using these a lot and just kind of using different brushes for my foundation rather than just using my Beauty Blender. So I really love these. To set my under eye with that MAC Prep and Prime, I always use my e.l.f. small tapered brush. Cheap, 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 like $3. Absolutely love this. It's perfect for setting under eye. Absolutely love it. And the last one is the Becca One Perfecting Brush. I have a video showing how I use this brush from cream foundation to cream bronzer, cream blush, cream highlight, powder all over your face, powder contour, powder blush, powder highlight. So I did all of that with one brush without washing it. Absolutely love this brush. It's so unique. Apparently my voice has now disappeared. I don't know, I sound really froggy all of a sudden. But I love seeing all of your pictures on Instagram or your tweets saying that you got this brush and you love it as well. So super excited that you guys enjoy this as well. So that is all for like my face products. I will have a cheek video, so that's going to be my bronzers and blushes and highlights, and then the brushes for that, and then I'll probably do eyes and lips in the same video. So thank you guys so much for all your love, your support. I appreciate all of the sweet comments. I know you guys knew something was going on, and I'm a pretty open person, so obviously I was missing, so I was kind of like letting you know like, hey, something serious and big is going on here, and I just, when I'm ready to talk about it, I promise you guys I will, because I am the type of person that truly believes that when really crappy, bad, horrible things happen to you, don't be ashamed of them. Like, that's your story, that's your testimony, and God has done some amazing, amazing things in my life in the past 4 weeks, and despite of this huge disastrous mess I feel like I'm in, God has just brought amazing people into my life to pick me up and carry me and support me and encourage me. And so I'm a real firm believer of not being ashamed of your story, and you know, when I'm ready to talk about it, I will, and maybe it will help one of you if you're going through a similar situation. But I just wanted to say thank you guys. I know that it was like really out of my norm to be gone so long, but I will share that with you when I'm ready. So if you guys could just please just keep me in your prayers, keep Ethan in your prayers, and just, that's all I can ask. Or in your thoughts if you don't pray. If you guys could just send positive thoughts this way, that would be great. I will be getting to filming the other ones as well. I just really wanted to put a video up because I missed you guys, and I wanted to let you know that I am alive, I'm okay, I'm gonna be okay, and just thank you so much for all your support. I really love you guys, and it's been really hard for me to not be filming and be interacting with you guys, so I apologize for not commenting on videos for the past, you know, month or whatever. So I'm gonna get back into that, and I'm gonna get back to my regular filming schedule as well, and the winner will be announced for my last giveaway that went up the day after Christmas. That will be up or announced soon. I'm just waiting for them to announce or to tell me who the winner is. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year. I'm very, very excited for what is to come for this year. I'm excited to go to IMATS and see my amazing dear friends and awesome subscribers and just surround myself with amazing, amazing people. So super excited for that. And so that was my Best of Beauty face products for 2013 and kind of a little update. Stay tuned because I will have the other videos up as well. I love you guys so much, and thank you for hanging in there with me, and I will talk to you guys later.